Hello Internet and probably only future me. My name is Everett. If this ever gets off of my phone and onto YouTube, this will be my first video. I just wanted to record my pumpkin patch that I planted last month and show you how they're growing and do some kind of progress videos. Today's Thursday, August 26th. I planted some plants July 6th, so I wanted to kind of show how they're growing. Planted some plants on a dirt lot here at work, so let's see what we're working with here. So this is the dirt lot at work that I asked permission to see if I could plant some pumpkins. Planted the first 5 here, there, and that guy there are the first 5 that I planted on July 6th. And then they were kind of struggling, as you can kind of see. And so I planted 4 more. These guys are over here a couple weeks late after that, on July 26th, I think, and they're doing really good, really great. And then 2 of those didn't grow, so I planted 2 more seeds on August 4th. So they're just a few weeks old, but they're coming in nicely. And then after I planted pumpkins, I thought it'd be a good idea to plant some cilantro, because I like cilantro, and it's going really good. I picked off a couple of leaves here and there to eat, and they're going really good. I'm not sure how long I'll let them grow and when I'll harvest them. Kind of just enjoying them growing right now. I'd like to use them in a recipe, like some cilantro lime rice or something. And then also, a nice lady here at work, she grows a garden and gave me some cucumbers, sprouts. They are growing really nicely. And I don't know anything about growing cucumbers, so I just water them. They're flowering, but I don't see any cucumbers yet. So we'll see if anything grows. And then over here, she gave me some cantaloupe, which are also doing, I think, well. I don't know. I've never planted a cantaloupe before. This is my kind of 3rd year growing pumpkins. I used to plant them in a flower bed in an apartment that I lived at, and I only got 3 grapefruit-sized pumpkins in that patch. So they have a lot more space here, so I'm kind of looking forward to more pumpkins being able to grow. I've already got like 8 or 9 pumpkins growing that have been pollinated. This is the biggest one here, Big Bertha. We also got Latoya, Tito, and Jermaine on this plant as well, growing, and so hopefully this plant continues to do well and grow. I'm hoping to get, I think it'd be cool to get 13 pumpkins. I think that's a nice number. These are Cinderella pumpkins that I planted. I actually bought these seeds 4 years ago, planted them for the first time in 2018. And I just have pictures of those harvests in the planter bed that I grew at my apartment. Like I said, I got 3 kind of grapefruit-sized pumpkins there. So hoping for some more pumpkins this year. And then so 2018, I planted 6 plants and got 3 pumpkins. And then in 2019, I planted 3 plants and got 3 pumpkins, 1 from each plant. So this year, I've planted 9 pumpkin plants, and so we'll kind of see what happens. So these are Cinderella variety, Rouge Vif de Tempe in French. I'm sure I butchered that. I just kind of bought the seed packet here from the rack at Sprouts on a whim. I just kind of liked the way they look and thought it'd be cool to grow these. So kind of hoping that they grow this year big enough so that I can eat them. Supposedly they're a good variety for baking. So I'd like to get, 13 I think would be a good number to kind of bake and maybe mess up a couple recipes and not feel bad. And then so in addition to the cantaloupe, cucumber, pumpkins, and cilantro that I have going, a couple days ago, the lady who gave me the cantaloupe and cucumbers gave me some watermelon sprouts. Here, I killed one of them. This guy I don't think is gonna make it here, which is a bummer, but those other two look good. And then I've got 3 more over here, which are looking really good. So we'll see if they take off or not. Hopefully they do. I'm in Oxnard, California, so it doesn't really get too cold, so I have a pretty late growing season, if not a year-round season. It might freeze during the winter, so we'll see what happens to these plants. So these first 5, I just kind of dug in this dirt and let them grow. And as you can see, those first 5 are kind of struggling compared to these 4 that I planted later. The later ones I planted in some Miracle-Gro soil, and then and they really seem to be liking that. They've kind of overtaken these 2 have kind of surpassed this one here. And then I found out later that this area of the garden here used to be paved, so I think the soil underneath it is really bad. You can kind of see the white color of the leaves and their stunted growth. We do have 1 pumpkin here that's growing. I hope it continues to grow and do well. But they're not doing too great, and I've never seen pumpkin leaves this color, so we'll kind of see what happens. This one's pretty stunted, and then this guy here was actually one of the original plantings, but it's just now finally starting to get green leaves and take off a little bit. I've started feeding them once a week with some all-purpose Miracle-Gro plant food. They seem to really be enjoying that. And I just water them with this 2-gallon water can. I used to have a 1-gallon water can. But I think I'm gonna buck up and go to Home Depot tomorrow and buy a hose, because these plants are getting kind of big and they like a lot of water. So I think I'm going to just kind of water them with a hose so I can get the full potential of these plants. Really hoping that these 2 guys kind of take off too. So as of today, I've got 9 pumpkin buds that have been pollinated, and then this plant here has, so currently 1, 2, 3, 4 plants that have been 3, yeah, just 3, no, 4 plants that have been, 4 pumpkins that have been pollinated, and it looks like tomorrow maybe this guy will open up, and maybe that guy and possibly that guy might open up, so we could have 7 pumpkins on 1 plant, which is kind of exciting. Hopefully it continues to grow. We'll see. I'm not really gonna prune them or anything. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to pruning, so I'll probably just kind of let them grow. And then this guy, he's growing really good and looks good now that he's in the shade. But in the heat of the afternoon sun, the leaves wilt a lot more than all of the other plants. Maybe I'll take a quick video of that tomorrow. But this is what the garden is looking like right now. So I'll check in a couple of weeks, and hopefully these pumpkins will have grown a lot more and getting a lot bigger. This plant here actually had, you can see it right here, this was my first pumpkin bud, but it blossomed before any of the male flowers had blossomed, so it wasn't able to get pollinated, so it shriveled and did not become a pumpkin. This big guy here is the second one, so I think that's why it's the biggest. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can get some good pumpkins this year, and any cantaloupes or cucumbers will be bonus. and we'll just kind of see what happens with the watermelon. But hopefully I can get this video off my phone and share it with you guys and kind of watch these pumpkins grow. Thanks. Bye.